What is up, folks? This is Aircast, and welcome back to Infinity. Alright, so made a few changes around here. I'm not sure that I had those bushes planted in the last episode. Actually, I think I didn't. I've continued the water around here, which makes it look a lot more natural. It's a little bit more of a pain for me, but that's fine. I'll make a bridge later on. I'm not really worried about that. I've got a farm over here for the sticky resin. I've made them three apart because it's much easier to just find them that way. The first time I made one of these farms, I only had them one apart, and I tell you what, that makes it a pain in the butt to go through here and get all the sticky resin out. So if you do it yourself, I would recommend doing it at least two apart, but three makes it a lot more comfortable to just go through and get all of them. We will be making a forestry farm later on to harvest these because it's a whole lot easier that way. But, for now, this will do just fine. So it's a little bit ugly having these trees just, around like this. And I cut all the trees off. I cut the trunk off at the highest point that there was a sticky resin so that they didn't continue on upward, past the point that they were the highest. And that makes it look a little bit better, but more importantly, usually the looks are more important to me, but I guess of equal importance, it's easy to find the highest one on the tree. So, as these, I actually didn't have any of them that grew only one tall, but, some of these, as you can see here, the highest one was on the bottom. So, looks a little silly, but, whatever. It's only temporary. Alright, so I've got a few more bushes over here planted. Hopefully I can get as many of these different types, like the blueberry bush and the mallow bush, to be able to make some fruit bowls and stuff like that. So hopefully that'll happen pretty soon, because even though I have a lot of food at the moment, because I went out looking for the presses, I don't have a good source of food for the long term. Besides these berries, and even though the berries are really nice, they're kind of a pain in the butt to just sit around eating constantly. So, yeah. Anyway, I do want to go to the Nether in this episode, but I want to be able to repair this ender sword first. And I have plenty of the metal at the moment. We've got 7. But I'm not sure if it would be better at this point to go ahead and make a new one, or to go ahead and repair it. So I'm going to make an anvil. And there's also something else I want to make, but we'll get to that in a minute. So let's go ahead and make the anvil. It shouldn't be too hard. Just going to take 3 blocks. So it's just a normal anvil. I don't have enough steel at the moment to be able to make that. To make a steel one, which I would rather have, but at the same time, like I said, I don't have enough steel at the moment. And it's much harder to make steel in this pack than it is to make it in the TolkienCraft pack. So we're going to have to play it a little, easier on the steel at the moment, well, even later on. I guess that didn't actually place the way I thought it would. Okay. So let's see how much that's going to get us. So it's actually better to just make a new one because I don't have this one empowered at all. So I'll go ahead and use this one up and make a new one later, because not only is this going to cost more than 2 steel to go ahead and fix it, it's going to take some levels as well. Well, only 2 levels, but that brings us to the other thing that I want to do. So I've died a few times, and I've probably lost over 100 levels worth. And that's a lot. So I want to see if I have what it takes to make, and I actually didn't plan on this beforehand, but I want to see if I have what it takes. Yes, it looks like I do. I have enough obsidian to make our portal and to make at least this. Okay, so what does it take for the drain? The drain only takes, okay, some iron bars, so that'll be fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that part at least. I'll show you guys what's up with this. Alright, so we've got our drain. Really easy. And I've got that in my inventory. I have some sand. It's around here somewhere. There we go. Okay, so I'm only going to do 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just enough to get us some glass panes. And that should be fine. I'm working on smelting up some materials here. That way we can really move through things once we start, you know, really getting into our industrial craft stuff. But I'm going to need some more room for that, and I'll show you all that next episode, probably. But basically as soon as I finish up here. And actually that's part of the reason it's taken this long to at least get this episode out. I was thinking about, or I have been thinking about what I'm going to do with TolkienCraft. And I would really like to keep going with it. At this point, I'm waiting on the server reset, pretty much. As far as I know, that's going to go on in the next couple weeks, probably. We're supposed to get together to talk about it, but the server's been down quite a bit, and the Feed the Beast forums have kind of been acting funny. So I'm not really sure exactly what's going on with that. But I will let you guys know as soon as I know. So basically, I'm mostly going to be doing this for now. And I've got a lot of really cool stuff coming up with this, so it shouldn't be a bad thing at all. But I will get back to doing TolkienCraft, so don't worry about that. Alright, so this is going to be enough for now, I think. And all you do is put the drain, the XP drain, on top of the tank, both from open blocks. And you stand on top of it, and it drains your level into the tank. And then to get the levels back, you'll just right-click on the tank one at a time. And what you want to do is make sure you're clicking on the one that has the XP in it. Like if I place these vertically, if I clicked on the one on the top, it wouldn't do anything. But if I clicked on the one on the bottom, the one that actually has XP in it, then it'll give me a level. So I just wanted to make this real quick because going into the Nether, especially with biomes of plenty, it can be kind of dangerous, especially with all the mods that we have installed in this pack that add all kinds of monsters and stuff. So it's a good idea to prepare before you go in there. Alright, so I do need something else. We've got our flint here. I'm pretty sure I have not made a flint and steel yet. Let me drop all this stuff off because I don't want to lose it. Even with the gravestones, it's still, you know, it can be a bit of a pain to get stuff back. So it's just something to look out for. Alright, there it is. Like, where did I put the chest with all the stuff? One really needs to be in here. I got some reinforced rails. I probably won't use this for a long time, but whatever. Alright, so that's fine. Alright, so we've got our flint and steel. Okay, and you go in here. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our portal somewhere where it's not going to be really annoying and loud. Actually, do I have my sound still turned off? No, because I've been hearing things, but let's go ahead and turn it up a bit. Okay, that should be fine. I usually turn it down whenever I'm listening to something. Alright, where do we want to put it? Maybe over here? How about we put it in the wall over here? That sounds good. It looks like it's kind of meant to have something over here, so let's go ahead and put it right here. And do I want to... Can we actually make the extended portals? I can't remember. I think I talked about this last time, but I can't remember what I actually found out. Let's just try it and see. And if we can't, then I'll shrink it down. But I'd rather it be this size, so. Alright, so let's see. Yes, awesome. I can never remember what patch things come in on, so good to know. Alright, I actually wanted to get a bit more cobblestone than this. Let's run back. It's just right over here, so that's not a problem. But I wanted to get some more cobblestone, that way if we come out in the middle of nowhere, I can have some, you know, fortifying blocks. That way a gas doesn't blow the portal to pieces. Okay. That should be more than enough. And I don't think that's big enough for a gas to come through anyway. I don't think so. I'm not sure exactly how big they are. I should know because I've made gas spawner grinders before. And alright, what have we got? Downloading train. Forever. And ever. I would cut away, but I know as soon as I do, that's when it's going to come through. It doesn't matter when I do it. It just matters that I do it. Just the way it goes. Oh, there we go. And actually, this is not bad. It's a little strange. Oh, beehive. I hate those things. Wasps are the devil. And this is probably actually my least favorite biome, the Undergarden. It's neat, but it's kind of hard to move around on the ground. Okay. And we do have the ores mod, the nether ores. So we need to watch what we get, because it'll make certain creatures rather cross with us. Speaking of which, there don't seem to be any around on the ground. Oh, you know what? I know what's wrong. There we go. Say I was doing some setting up... Oh, crap. Hey, that is not cool. I was doing some testing in another world, so I always set it to peaceful because, as I'm sure you guys know, the flat worlds are kind of annoying with mobs. Whenever you work with them, that's not unpeaceful. Alright, so let's go ahead and protect this thing, because even though it's just right here... Oh, okay. Oh, and something that's actually really nice about having this drill is that the drill works as a shovel as well. So if you're working with dirt and stuff like that, it'll clear it away just as fast as if you were using a shovel. So that's just something that you guys should know about. I don't think I mentioned it when I made it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and fortify this place up and go ahead and get some other mushrooms. I was like, what is that? Get some materials here. Really, I'm after some ardite because I would like to make some, well, ardite and cobalt. I would like to make a hammer, and it would be nice if I could find some draconium that wasn't up on the ceiling somewhere, because I would like to make a couple things with that as well. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. Of course, it's kind of hard to find draconium in the nether, but it does happen, so maybe I'll find some. If I happen to find a nether fortress, which I'm really hoping for. Wow, you know, this is... Oh, there's one. So we've got one on the other side of this big mass over here. So, phew. I was a little worried that my record had been tarnished. Every time I find another portal, or I open another portal, there is always, for the first time, there is always another fortress there. It's just been that way. I don't know why, but I've been extremely fortunate in that way. So I was hoping to death that I had not tarnished that, and that's almost a little too far away to claim it, but I'm going to claim it anyway, because it looks like that actually goes out into here, so. Oh, no spoilers, right? We'll get to that at some point, but that's going to be much further down the line. So yes, I did add TolkienCraft, and I am really looking forward to playing with that, but not for a while. Anyway, so I will be back in a little bit. Alrighty folks, so as soon as I started to press record, it started raining, so but I don't know, I actually like the rain quite a bit, but at the same time, I know it doesn't make the best recording ever, so, and it does kind of hurt your FPS a little bit, but first things first, a few episodes ago, I tried making was it a crescent hammer that I tried making? And couldn't get it to work or something. I don't remember. Oh, it was I tried making a Yeta wrench and I couldn't get it to work. But as you'll see, let me type it in here. I thought that I mean, these look like normal steel ingots, right? And it's the same pattern as the normal wrench. But these are actually electrical steel, and I couldn't figure it out because I thought they were normal steel. I mean, they're pretty close. This one's electrical steel's a little bit darker. But somebody, actually a couple people, pointed it out in the comments that this was electrical steel. And I don't have the materials to make it quite yet. Or rather, I don't have an alloy smelter to make it yet. So I'm going to go ahead and toss this one in the trash because I don't want to have anything that I couldn't get normally, so until then, goodbye. Alright, so I just made a trash can here, and to toss anything that I didn't want away, because we don't have an AE system to hold a bunch of stuff yet, and it's always nice to have a trash can anyway, so goodbye Yeta Wrench. And I've actually been meaning to do that for several episodes, but I keep forgetting, so made sure and put that in my inventory, that way I would remember. But I've gotten a whole bunch of cobalt and ardite to make a bunch of manulin. And actually that's quite a bit, and it took several hours to get all that. But I needed a bunch of nether quartz. There you go. I was like, the stuff, like the white stuff, it's kind of a chunky looking thing. I don't remember. But yeah. So, got that done, brought this guy up because I needed it. And, yeah, I made a crescent hammer so I could bring that one up. But, yeah, so we've got plenty of stuff for this. I'm probably actually going to make a cobalt hammer for this one. And actually, you know what? I didn't really think about it. But if I put a manulin rod on that one, would probably be better. Yeah, I think I will. Alright, so we're gonna need so if I do, I haven't actually thought about this. Alright, so I'm gonna make cobalt, but I only need, for the speed, only need it for the hammer. And I'll use manulin for the plates and the rod. That way it'll add to the durability. I actually have not done this before. Usually I'll just stick with a manulin one because it has so much more durability. And that's a pretty big deal on the hammer. I mean, the hammer has more durability than a normal, like pickaxe would, but at the same time, it eats through it so much quicker. So the handle modifier on this one is 2.5, which is the highest out of everything. Okay, so apparently this does add to the mining speed. Well, what about this one? Okay, so I'm guessing that... Okay, so we're going to compromise a little bit and add more durability as opposed to speed, but I think that's perfectly fine. Alright, so let's go with the tool forge and make this sucker. Alright, so we go like this and like this. Alright, so this one will have a mining speed of 4.26 as opposed to, let me go ahead and take a look in here before I make it. I've got, oops, didn't mean to do that. I hit P to put that on there since we have chronic evolution. Here we go. So this one has 3.2. Okay. So this is just a alumite with a slimy rod made of the slime crystal, which at the time that was pretty much the best I could do. So not a big deal. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and make this. And ta-da! Cool. So 4.26 for the mining speed. Effective durability of basically 30,000, so that's pretty good. Reinforce 2, and I'll probably add to that. But yeah, I wish you could do like the paper so that it could have, you know, writable 2 on it. And actually, I think there is a way to do that, but I don't know how. Maybe one of you guys know. It actually has pretty good damage and an extra 2 to 4.5 hearts damage. Basically, it's as good as this is, which is kind of crazy. And one thing that we probably will do, and actually I know there's something that I do want to do before the end of the episode, and actually I think that's what we'll finish up the episode with, is making the other 2 items, other 2 industrial craft items that I wanted. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. Oh, did they take it down? Aw, man. Well, that stinks. The... man. That makes me sad. Alright, so they used to have a pretty high damage. I think it was like 9 on the chainsaw, so that you could really just carry around a drill and a chainsaw and use the chainsaw as your weapon. But I guess that doesn't work anymore. Oh man. I was kind of looking forward to that, but oh well, I guess not. Alright, so let's go ahead and, well actually I'll put this back in here. And you as well. I'll take these guys out of here later, but I might make a normal manual and pick. Maybe? I don't know. But this is for clearing out big areas, so. Control for materials. Okay, so mining speed 9, 9, 14. Okay. Yeah, I'll just take a look at that. Alright. So let's go ahead and go in here. And what did I want to do? Alright, so I wanted to make... One, I want to make a chainsaw. But the more important thing that I want to make is a wrench. And it's this wrench. And the reason I really want to make that is because I really can't move this stuff around without risking breaking it down into a machine block with a normal wrench. But with this wrench, you can change it. As you can see, it says mode on there. The other mode is lossless mode. So it uses a lot more energy, but at the same time, it makes sure that you get the whole thing back. So I really want to do that before I have to move anything. So this one, it just takes a small power tool. So we've made one of these before, and a wrench, this type of wrench. Alright, so we need an RE battery, an electric motor, and an electronic circuit. Alright, so do we have, yeah, we've got what we need to make the RE battery. Okay, do we have what we need for this? No. We need some coils for this one, and I think it's just bronze. No, I can't remember what it is. Let's say I kind of think I do. It's something surrounded by something. Yeah, okay. So copper cables surrounded by an iron. Okay, so we need, so that's bronze. We need some copper, which I made some more of here recently. I kind of want to do the tinkers first, even though I have less of the other one. I mean a partial stack. Okay, so let's clear that out, and actually I'll need a hammer as well. And that's going to take some iron. Actually, it's going to take some sticks. Okay. And like that. surrounded by this. I don't need to keep that stuff. That is the pattern, isn't it? Okay, where are you? I am not seeing it. So at industrial. Okay, and it should show on here. And yeah, that's only shown 3 attack. That's a shame. I'm sure that was what I needed. Oh, there it is. Forge hammer. Oh, okay, so we need iron ingots instead. Okay, so that's not a problem. Let's go like this. And we can do iron ingots as well. Okay, so that'll get us that. And let's go ahead and just put these in here. Like so. Oops. I do that a lot. I get so used to things just staying in the crafting table that I just toss them right out. I'm like, oops, oh well, I guess that happened. Alright. And we'll go ahead and make another one just to get rid of the sticks. Okay, and next we need to cut some of the copper. Like so. And 1, 2, 3, that should be fine. Now we're running out of room in this little crafting table, so let's go ahead and put that there. We need to go around like this. And actually, I'm going to need some more of those as well. I'll keep that in my inventory. Because we'll need to make 2 of those, so. Okay, that should be enough for now. And we need to put the iron in the middle again. So 1, 2. 2. Oh. Okay, now 2. Alright, so we need to make this thing. And okay, so that should be everything we have in here. Do we have the tin? No, we don't. Okay, I actually only need 1. So let's go like that. And then we should be able to make the motor. Awesome. So now we just need 1 of these, which we have the materials for. And from there, we have the RE battery. Alright, so that takes iron item casings, so I think... Whoa. Okay, yeah, that didn't happen like I wanted it to. So is it not accepting it? Maybe it probably should have shift clicked, but whatever. So like that, and like that. And we have our tool. And I'll save that for now. That way I can just pull it out later, because I'll need to do it one more time. But I'll probably do that off camera. Alright, so now I just need a wrench. Alright, so where is the wrench for this one? Pull it up like this, just because that's easy. Alright, so it's just bronze like that. And I'll have to pull that out of here, because the others had already been turned into plates. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull this out. And then it should be just shift right click. Nope. Shift click? Nope. Okay, I'm going to have to go in the configs and figure that out. But we can just put it in here and... Oh, okay. Well, that happened. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Alrighty, folks. So, yeah, that happened. But as I've mentioned before, most of these mods are still in their beta or release candidate stage, so just something to keep in mind. I've had several crashes, so this is definitely not the first. Alright, so now that I've changed the key binding for this one, and it'll just be in your configs as far as your options and then controls, and then, you know, whatever you've got it set here. So I set mine to comma. I think it's normally set to M, but I have my journey map set to M. So all you do is hold down whatever key you have it set to, and then right click, and you can change the mode of it. So this one's now changed to lossless wrench mode, so now whenever I break one of these, it's not gonna, oops, I didn't realize I had stuff in there. Um, it's not going to turn whatever you have into a machine block, which is a very good thing. This is definitely something you need to keep in mind if you are playing with IC2, because having one of the more advanced machines turn into a machine block is, you kind of want to rage quit. At least you can at times. Um, but yeah, so one more thing, we have reached a wrapping up point, but I want to go ahead and do something with Draconic Evolution real quick, because it has something to do with something that you can't see just yet, because I want to finish up before you see it. Alright, so I want to make a Draconic chest. So let's go ahead and do this and check out the Draconic chest. Alright, so for this we need 2 obsidian chests, we need some Draconium ingots, and we need a Draconic core. Okay, so for this one we need more ingots. Alright, so we need a total of 8 ingots, which I should have plenty of dust. I spent quite a while on this. Actually, we've got more than 4. Sorry about the spam. Okay, there we go. We've got a total of 63, and we needed some iron as well. So I can put up this and these. That is a different mod, and I have 1 iridium ore. It's not going to do us very much good, but eh. Alright, so I can go ahead and turn all of these into Draconic blends, but I don't want to do all of them yet until I have the chance to put them. Alright, so we need, oh man, that's going to take up a lot of it. So we need a total of 8. Which actually I think these will turn into 2 each. Yes, okay, good. But we can multiply it even further than that if we use the Draconic chest, so I don't want to use up more than I have to in the electric furnace, because the chest is so much better at that. And the reason that I'm wanting to make the chest mainly is to make... oh, you know what? I don't think that's actually going to get powered by... Yeah, I don't think I have the energy production to make this. Oh, I mean, I can make this. That's not the point. I don't have the energy to power the thing, because I'm pretty sure it will not work off of EU. It only works off of RF. That's something to keep in mind. I'll probably just make a generator off camera, a pretty low level generator, just to power the thing. But yeah, alright, so let's go ahead and get this done, because I don't want to run too long here. What was I needing? I was needing diamonds. And I've got a few in here. I just need 1. And what else did I need? I'm trying to make, not one of these, but I can go ahead and click on that one to make this. Alright, so I need gold. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, I think it's like this, and then like this, and like that. Awesome. Okay, now we need, what, a furnace and an obsidian chest. Actually, that's going to be kind of expensive. And you know what, I don't have enough obsidian for that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and have to come back next time and make what we need to make the chest. And power it. So I'll go ahead and do that part on camera. Alright, but I need to go farm up some obsidian, so I will do that between this episode and next. So, until then, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.